If you're finally ready to pursue the idea of becoming an entrepreneur and you're looking for a business idea or maybe in a part-time side hustle, then look no further because we have you covered. In this video today, we're going to go over 12 business ideas that are great for women. So if you're a woman that's looking to get paid based on what she brings to the table, this video and these business ideas that we're going to share today will help. All of these business ideas require little to no training, very little money, if any money, and can all be ran by one person without the need of any employees, which if you've already started a business before, you know that's one of the hardest things when it comes to running a business. And they all provide flexibility. Hi, I'm Nadia. And I'm Nicole, and we are the Well Twins. And if you're ready to hear the business ideas that we're going to share today, hit that like button so we can get started. Now, the first business idea on our list is becoming a proofreader. You can either have this business as either a freelancer or as an independent contractor. Now, you will most likely have to take a competency test, but after that, it becomes pretty simple. Proofreaders make anywhere between $15 to $50 an hour based on experience. And it helps if you're familiar with two editorial styles. We're talking about the Associated Press editorial style and the Chicago manual styles. Both of these editorial styles have their own specific guidelines when it comes to the type of publication that you're proofing and also as well as citing the text. If you want to learn more about those two editorial styles, either the Chicago or the Associated Press, please do your research and also learn about it through books that you can find even in the library. Now, next up, we have pet or wildlife photography. Now, when I say wildlife, I'm not talking about you going and shooting lions and tigers or anything like that. You can take pictures of birds, deers, rabbits, squirrels, any animal that you see out in the wild now. In order to start this business, honestly, all you need is a good camera, and most of the time, and honestly, your camera on your cell phone probably is better than most beginner cameras that are actually handheld cameras. You will also need to have an idea of how to frame the shots and light them, all of which you can find on YouTube how to do with multiple videos on those topics. If you have creativity and you can set yourself apart from other photographers with interesting ideas, you can definitely win in this field. You can provide different shoots for your clients that they will love and won't be able to get anywhere else. As a pet or wildlife photographer, you can make anywhere between $15,000 to $75,000 a year and possibly more depending on the clientele you have. After you get your first set of jobs, you can reinvest that money back into your business to buy more equipment for your photography business and up the scale of quality that you provide to your clients. The next business idea we have for women is becoming a home organizer. Now, we're not saying house cleaning, we're saying home organizer. If you're good at organizing closets, if you're good at setting up storage correctly, or organizing a whole house, this may be the business idea for you. You can easily get the word out about becoming a home organizer in groups on Facebook, mommy groups, or even to local businesses like real estate companies who need to stage a cluttered house for viewing. If you're able to organize a house like this, it is an easy business to start, and you can even start charging by the hour. Now, we don't think $50 an hour is unreasonable, so maybe you should start there. However, before you start any job, make sure that you take before and after photos so you can collect a portfolio of all the things that you're able to do and show that your home organizing business is a serious one. Just one note though, make sure you get permission before you take your before and after photos, because you know a person that has such a cluttered house that you're helping to organize, they might appreciate your help, but they might not appreciate you spreading their business in order to spread word about your business. So make sure you get permission before you take those before and after photos. But I'm telling you, if you do a great job with this, this can be a very good business idea. Now, what's interesting about this business idea is that you not only can make money as a home organizer, you can actually get another source of income by becoming an affiliate for the companies that you actually use in your storage material. So it's a great way to bring in two sources of income doing one type of business. Now, next up, we have starting a painting business. Now, I'm not talking about starting just a regular painting business that you can easily start up, but you'll need a lot of people for that. I'm talking about setting up a very niche type of painting business, and that's accent wall painting. Setting up an accent wall painting business allows you to keep your business small and manageable and flexible for you at the same time. This allows you to spend more of your time being creative and less of your time managing employees. It also requires less time to paint one wall than it would to paint an entire house or an entire room. If you want, you can also start specializing in specific rooms, like baby rooms or master bedrooms. Now, if you're good with working with wood, you can add this to the list of services you can provide for your clients and add woodwork to these accent walls, really making that wall pop and being able to command even higher prices. Now, on average, painting an accent wall will start around $200, which is very good, but can easily go up depending on the detail that you put into the painting job and what is required from you for that client. The pricing also varies based on the size of the wall. If you have high ceilings, you can charge even more. The next business idea that we have is becoming a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant who is organized, competent, and is a native speaker to the market that she is servicing can be in high demand. Virtual assistant is no longer just answering phone calls. It has become more specialized. You can make this a part-time job where you can just offer certain skills that you are very knowledgeable in and specialize helping different companies with those skills. So for instance, say that you're good at managing Zoom calls, choosing colors, or even good at web design. You can focus on starting your virtual assistant business, just focusing on hiring those services out for those specific skills. If you want, you can provide a list of services that you can perform and provide a different price schedule for different clients. When you become a virtual assistant, you can choose to work with as many clients as you want or as few clients as you want. And you can work as many hours throughout the week that you do want. So you have a lot of control over this business. On average, a virtual assistant makes about $20 an hour, but that pay scale can quickly increase when your skills increase and also the amount of experience you have as a virtual assistant. Now, next up is graphic designers. Speaking about being good with colors, if you're good at choosing colors, visualizing designs, or can make a presentation look professional, then maybe a graphic design business is for you. Now, I know graphic design is a very hard industry to break into because there are full-fledged professional graphic design artists. But many businesses, especially small businesses, they don't need a full-fledged graphic design artist or can afford them. Right now, it's easier than ever to get into the graphic design business because there are a lot of tools online that you can use for a small fee that will help you make professional looking designs with templates. If you have the time and willingness to learn, you can pump out professional looking designs in no time and make your clients proud and provide them with the service that they need at a cost-efficient price. You can start using services like Canva. Don't use the free version only. Pay the $11 and get the pro version so you really make it look right. Or use some of the Adobe Suite applications that can range anywhere between $30 to $55 if you get the whole Adobe Suite. And you put in the effort, you will be making professional looking designs quickly and can get this graphic design business off the ground with very little money. Think of clients like schools, small businesses, churches, people who are throwing family events who need posters or logos or anything like that, and they don't have those skills on hand, you could be that resource for them. Now, you can start out pricing by $15 an hour, but you can quickly scale that up the quicker you can make these and the more experience you get under your belt. The next business idea is either becoming a grant writer or a business proposal writer. Now, if you're good at writing, if you're a strong writer and you pay attention to detail, this might be a great business to start because guess what? A lot of people become overwhelmed when it comes to writing or even filling out grants and proposals, especially nonprofit organizations and small businesses. So you can be there to help them when they're in need. Now, if you don't have experience, you can easily get caught up to speed by volunteering, joining associations, and also just researching what to do on your own time. Now, a typical grant writer or a business proposal writer might make about $40,000 a year. But you can easily make more by setting up an arrangement with whoever you're working with where you can possibly get a commission, bonus, or maybe even profit sharing. This all depends on what you negotiate with your client. Next, we have virtual bookkeeping. Now, this is a business I was thinking about starting for myself just to help with my current small business. You don't need a license or certification to become a virtual bookkeeper. I know that sounds insane, but you can do this. One of the most popular programs in order to do bookkeeping is QuickBooks. And you can learn QuickBooks for free, either through the Small Business Association in your local area, through libraries, or through online learning platforms like LinkedIn Learning or Coursera. Once you learn how to use QuickBooks, you can get a cheap subscription for them on a monthly basis. I think they start around $15 a month if you buy it for a couple of months at a time, or it's like $30 a month. But you can start off with that small subscription and charge your clients up to $100 an hour. And as you get better and the more tasks you take on for that client, you can charge more. The main thing you need to do is be patient with yourself, learning how to use QuickBooks, which is kind of intuitive, and being able to find the clients. But believe me, if you get good at bookkeeping, people will refer you to other businesses because they will like what you're doing for them and you're taking something off their plate that's very important. The next business idea we have is becoming a home inspector. That's right. A home inspecting business can make you good money. You can easily make around $500 for less than an hour's worth of work. Now in New York, you will need to have a license. You will need to have over 140 hours of training. You will need to pay $250 for licensing application and also fees. And the last thing you will probably need will be general liability insurance. However, with all those little things that you have to combine together in terms of cost and training, this is a very profitable business. Now, if you find a group of brokers who they can use you to suggest to their clients before they're closing their home, you can easily make money very quickly. Now, just a side note, for anyone that thinks that the home inspecting business is not something you need, anyone who is looking to buy a house should always, as good practice, get a home inspector to look at that house. And when they do get a home inspector to look at that house, why not let it be you? Next up, we have personal chef. Now, this business really exploded for home cooks during COVID. A lot of people do not like to cook, but they do love home cooked food. And if you tried some of these meal services that are already prepped and they bring it to your house, a lot of it is bland. If you are a good cook and you can cook in batches, I'm telling you, your business will take off, especially if you're dealing with other mothers who are trying to watch their weight or they're busy taking care of a lot of kids and working at the same time. Being a personal chef is great because you can get your clients to purchase their food and you can prep it for them. And if they like it, they're going to recommend you to other people. You also at the same time are cooking for yourself and keeping your own expenses low. This is something that can be done in your home and it can be done locally. And then you can choose to spread out if you want to, but if you want to keep this small and flexible, keep it local and get word of mouth from your clients in the area. You can even niche down your business service as a personal chef by becoming an only vegan chef, a vegetarian chef, a pescatarian chef, or a person who focuses only on keto or specialty diets like that. This is a business that you can start right away and it is growing in the industry now. The next business idea is becoming a food tour guide. That's right. This is a great business because it can work in either a big city all the way down to a very small town. As long as you know where the best food is to be found and you're a great people person, you can definitely start this business. Now, food tour businesses are great because they help people who are not familiar with the area and they also help out local businesses. You help out the local businesses by getting an arrangement with them to give them a good price and getting people through their doors that they normally probably wouldn't have gotten. On the other side of that, you also have these tourists who might not be expecting to have such a good experience in the small town, but you can actually increase the experience that they will have in that small town by showing them the small hidden treasures that you have in either your small town or your big city. I recently got a food tour as a gift from my husband, and it was one of the best experiences I had in the new city that I was in. It allowed me to check out a new part of town that I never probably would have checked out and show me some of the restaurants that I could go to and allowed me to go to some local hidden gems that I probably would have skipped had I gone to that neighborhood by myself. So I really enjoyed it, and I actually enjoyed the company I had on the food tour group, and I thought it was a great idea. Next up, we have becoming a voiceover artist. Now, this is one of the easiest businesses to get into and possibly the most lucrative because you can start making passive income from residual checks from the work that you have done in the past. You can start your voiceover business by starting out in local events or possibly recording an audiobook for a new author. Once you get a little bit of experience under your belt and more money, You can start reinvesting into this business to buy professional equipment to create professional sounding recordings for auditions for your voice. You can also put money into a union and get the benefits of that union if you want to do this long term. All the better jobs when it comes to voiceovers go through the union, and you will be provided protection, and you will definitely get those residual checks. We have friends in this business who we could hear their voice on commercials, documentaries, and even doing voiceover work for shows that are filmed in a different language and then they're dubbed in English. It's actually very interesting, and it's very cool to hear one of your friends on something they recorded. You could become a celebrity and everybody would know your voice without ever even having to show your face. So you don't have to change up your life one bit. This is a great business idea if you want to start small with little money and you don't need experience. This is great for a person who's looking for flexibility and passive income because you're getting paid per job and you have the potential to get those residual checks for that passive income stream. At the end of the day, we hope that these business ideas will show you that a business idea does not have to be complicated. All it has to do is make money. So check out these business ideas that we shared, and hopefully one of them will fit your lifestyle and move you over if you have that entrepreneurial bug that you want to do. These all can be started as side hustles and then move into full-fledged businesses, providing you with the freedom you want with your life and your time. If you found any value in this video, make sure you share this with someone and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.